Question: how does a guy like this become president? How does someone as inexperienced as him or her or him or her run for political office and win? Answer number 1, money. Answer number 2, all the knowledge answer number 1 can buy. This is Ryan Khojasteh, a 24-year-old law student turned activist with very little money but great intentions, and he's running for Congress in California's 12th district against Nancy Pelosi.
Yesterday, the nomination period opened to get your name on the ballot in California. So we'll be going there to pay our filing fee, which is steep, $1,740.
I had to take out extra student loans to put that into putting my name in the ballot. But it's good that we're learning this because we want to teach this to everybody, which is why we're having a How to Run for Office video series with episodes that come out every week on how we can give everybody a couple steps up. Because we had to make mistakes to get to where we are. We had to learn this all on our own. But I want more young people to A, believe they can run for office, and B, know the skills necessary so that they can already be more successful than we were from an earlier start.
I am going through the footage that I just filmed and trying to find the best takes for each of the lines, and then I'm going to label them based on which one is the best, and then I'll move them all to my desktop, and then I'll start editing.
Why should being a 24-year-old be a detriment? I think it's what gives us strength, because I'm out there knocking on thousands of doors without food, without water. I can go while finishing a law degree, be out at transit hubs in the morning, go to class, and then go and knock on doors, and then come back after, a 16-hour day.
Positivity is really high this morning. A lot of people are accepting us. The mission is amazing. They love to see this guy out here, so they're really receptive, so it's good. And the whole team is here, so I feel very energized. But it's just me and one other person. It's not fun. But together as a team, we can do it.
My name is Jackie Thornhill. I'm a junior at USF. I study politics and philosophy. This is the second campaign I've worked on. It's the third kind of different thing I've done in politics. And then I've been working with Ryan since a few months before he announced this campaign last November to shape our message, to build a platform, to start networking with the people that you have to meet with in the city, to get endorsements, to get support of grassroots organizations, and that's basically what we've carried out over the past 5 months now that it's been since he announced his candidacy.
So my name is Kara. I am Ryan's field director. I am graduating next semester from SFSU with a degree in political science. I also worked with Jackie and Ryan a lot. I met Jackie when we were doing the state senate campaign for Jane Kim in 2016. And then I also was an intern in Jane's office in City Hall. I was doing policy work with her. And then I met Ryan when we were working there too, because he was also an intern in Jane's office. And one day Jackie was texting me and she was like, hey, the other intern Ryan, like, he's running for Congress. It's really cool. I think you should get involved. And so me and Ryan met for coffee one day, and he just told me like all about his vision, and it was really inspiring. Like, Ryan's one of those people that has like a really good heart, and you can tell is doing it for the right reason.
So the best way to get your message across is to actually meet with voters. I think that you don't deserve to be an elected official if you're not willing to meet your neighbors and kind of convey your message and ask them what keeps them up at night and how you can work alongside them to pass meaningful legislation. So we got our walking lists here. Our first couple people weren't home, unfortunately. This is around the time when people are starting to get home. And then tonight, I'm doing these 4 pages. We have a couple other people. I have this whole street going from here all the way to the 4 blocks that way. And Kristen is doing a couple on the sides, and then the one on this side. Then we have Anoop and Sam working, and then Nicolette and Jackie are doing a different precinct. Then we'll have our team meeting. But we've been covering a lot of ground. For everyone that I couldn't talk to. Personal handwritten note. Alright, I'm gonna fix it. They gave us a second chance. That's what the general election is, the second chance. Alright. Just got offered a shot at tequila.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't take it though. I wanted to. Every time we finish a precinct, we fill it out.
Take my best. I'm right. Walking over there.
This is done. Boom.
Jimmy.
With boom, all these endorsements, it's like a stamp of approval. So then now I can say I have the most endorsements in the history of primary challengers in this race.
It's highly unusual, if not at all, but had happened before, that you get actually chartered Democratic clubs in the city go up against an incumbent. And they have. The Richmond District Democratic Club, the Latino Democratic Club, the Latina Young Democrats, the Black Young Democrats, the San Francisco Young Democrats, all have voted to endorse us.
So we're about to have a pre-endorsement for the Richmond Democratic Club to get their delegates for the state convention. It will be me and the other primary challenger and the chief of staff of Pelosi San Francisco office. So they sent a heavy hitter, but it's also good because they're paying attention. It's important. It's also, I'm a little terrified because I'm the one that's going first. So, but at least I have the privilege of starting off the night and setting the tone, which is important too. We want to use that stage not to attack Leader Pelosi like the other campaigns, but to actually prioritize the issues that are affecting us. For example, comprehensive common sense gun reform. The Democrats weren't able to prioritize that when they had the majority. And as someone who had my cousin lost to gun violence in the 90s, it hits home to me. I want to fight for it. I want to work with you all so we can elevate each other, so one day when we're all elected, we can work together to be beholden to our communities as part of it and not above it. So I look forward to answering any questions that you have. Thank you.
I think the best way for us to move forward is to give deference to our leaders, but also allow them to understand that in order to be a better party, we have to pass on the torch. A lot of times leaders build up this foundation and then they watch it crumble beneath them without passing on the torch. If all of us got involved, we could change the fate of this country. I think what we want to try and convey is that no matter how old you are or no matter what your background is, we have all the skills it takes to be able to effectively represent our communities. We need a seat at the table. And this is a moment right now where we're seeing young people across the country rising up and wanting a change. And I want to talk to people. I want to help people run for office because I know if elected, I can't do anything on my own. But we can if we get in 5-10 years a bunch of good, well-intentioned people not beholden to corporations who live experiences that they want to fight for, working together to pass meaningful legislation.
I'm Ryan, and I'm a candidate for Congress in California. We just received this endorsement questionnaire from the NRA, and this is how we're going to respond. This is what we're going to return to the NRA. We hope you give us a grade lower than an F. We stand for common sense gun reform.